Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Janet and I am a stay-at-home mom to two boys. We are a homeschooling family. My oldest is 5. My little one is 2 years old and we do a little bit of taught school with him. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you what's changed in our homeschool routine and the little things that I've added and gotten rid of, and some not so little things, and what our daily routine is kind of gonna look like for the second semester. When I was getting everything ready for the school year, the curriculum, the planner, everything, I shared it all with you. What my plans were, what our routines were, what our goals were, all of organization stuff, all of it, I shared it with you. So I'm not going to go ahead and go through like what our days and everything looked like before the curriculum that we're using, all of that. I'm not going to share all of that because I've already shared that with you in separate videos. Today I'm gonna kind of reference back to all of those videos and kind of tell you what I have switched. If you've been along for the ride since then, this is the update. If you are new here, I hope that like somehow this still helps you figure out maybe there's something that wasn't working in your homeschool day, your homeschool family, that you were looking to change, and maybe you get something out of this video. So I do hope that you stick around. So one of the things that I did share like very thoroughly was my planner that I was going to be using for the school year, how I had it set up, and I just felt like it was getting to be too much work to keep up with the month at a glance and week at a glance, and then to go through the daily planning. So I stopped doing the month at a glance just because I felt like, I don't know, it was just not necessary. Like it's not like I can't look at my weeklies and see what's coming up. And then I had already broken up like the books that I needed, the videos that we were going to be watching, that sort of thing. I had already divided that stuff with the corresponding unit. So it was kind of like, this is everything that I'm going to need this month. Like, why I didn't need that. So I did take those pages out of my planner. And then something else that I started doing was just writing in kind of like a reverse planning. After a day is over, I go in this notebook and just scribble in what we actually got done, which we are pretty good at getting through the work for the day. But this just helps me kind of stay on top of it, and if I needed to look something up, like when did we do this, I can go back in here and look it up. Also for just record purposes, I know California doesn't require you to keep all of that, but you never know when they just change that, especially after 2020, how many families just turned to homeschooling. You don't know when it's going to change. So we got rid of 2 of our morning, like big morning things that I was so excited about in the beginning, but it just was taking up so much time, and like it was just dragging the whole time. It's our morning basket and our morning binder. Eliminated. The morning basket, if you've been following along, you know that we were at a different house and then we moved in with my in-laws for I think a little more than a month. And that just like being in one room, we didn't have the space to like keep everything, and like the basket was gonna be too much to just leave out, and I didn't have the space for it. I realized we didn't really need it. It had morphed into being something for the kids to work out of, and then moved on to being like busy work, and then moved on to just being fun stuff for when they were done, or to distract Diego while I was doing school time with David, or vice versa. And it was just kind of like, we just didn't need it. So each one has a journal, which is just like the one that I use to keep our daily completed work in there. Each one has one. David wrote his name on his. We've been doing this since right before Christmas break, and they just get to draw I give them a little prompt like, what made you happy today, or what are you excited about today, or little prompts like that they just go ahead and draw. Obviously Diego is just scribbles, and that's just to like check in on them, give me some time to clean up after breakfast. They usually do this at the breakfast table. Right after breakfast, they clean up their stuff and then they go sit down and start coloring, scribbling, whatever. And that just gives me time to clean up, tidy up, and then also just like, I don't know, check in on them, see how they're doing. That usually starts conversation while I'm cleaning, or I can go ahead and sit down with them for a little while. That'll prompt up some questions from David. Again, got rid of the morning basket, keeping it simple. And then we also got rid of our morning binder. The morning binder, it was great, like a great transition from we were just playing, we were just doing this, to school time. And it had stuff in there that we needed to review, but it got so repetitive, and there was things that David already knew. It was calendar, weather, the date, the months, that sort of thing. We do still do our Pledge of Allegiance, but then we move on to like a song or a dance or something like that, just to get our wiggles out. And then we go on and do our read aloud, and then slowly transition into, we still obviously review our months and the months of the year, the days of the week. We still talk about calendar time, but it's not like on paper. We have to write it, not in a binder. When I do notice that they are just not having it today, or I'm getting a little more pushback from David, I'll start with the craft, just to kind of like ease them into it. I was getting a lot of pushback, so I had to be a little more gentle with my approach and with like the actual like just day. So I decided to give block schedule a try, and you guys, it made all the difference. Like, we were already doing too much on a daily basis. Monday and Wednesday we do 3, and then on Tuesday and Thursday we do 3 other things, and then we're also doing centers on Friday, just like as review. David loved centers when he was in preschool, and that's like what he would always ask for when we first started homeschooling. And we did do centers out of boxes, sort of thing, like pick a box and then work from that and then grab another box. But now that I have more room, I can do different centers, different things in different rooms of the house. So here in their schoolroom, we'll do like some dramatic play area, and then in his room, I'll have like a worksheet of some sort with a game or something to go with it. And then over in the living room, I'll have like a math puzzle or something, like so he gets to move around and do that sort of thing. Friday is going to be kind of our fun day, and then we also do our little reward system, which I've spoken about before but not gone through it very thoroughly. And I'll have a whole other video of how we do our reward system. Those are the changes that I've made. The morning basket, morning binder, that's all gone. My reward system, our daily routine, the block schedule, everything pretty much has changed. And it has been working really well. We've been doing this for the week right before winter break, and then this week has worked great so far, and I have high hopes for this little schedule routine that we have going on. It's kind of taken the load off and the pressure off, and I'm not getting much pushback, if any, from David. And yeah, so I hope that you find some help, some of this useful. I do share a lot about my homeschooling journey here on my channel, so I hope you stick around for more. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.